Hi there. Welcome tonight to Random Stuff with Marilla. My name is Marilla Kruger, and normally here on my page, or on Facebook, pardon me, I go live over on my business page, sharing about organic spices and extracts and cooking in my kitchen, bringing you along on my journey of my frustration in the kitchen and how I want to improve my skills and make life more interesting in my kitchen. But I just started a while back going live on my personal profile because I joined up with my online coach and mentor that teaches us all kind of strategies, and I've done like a few video challenges, and I found it really fun and a good way for people to get to know me, and instead of just posting about your business, whatever, it's just a really nice way to connect. So if you've caught me live or if you're watching the replay, feel free to say hi. It's always nice to catch up with you later. So we are continuing on about talking about packing with a carry-on. A few weeks ago, I did do a live on this, and I thought I'd give you guys an update. It's getting closer to my trip, and I thought I'd just share how it's going and to get everything into my one bag and then my personal items. So it's been kind of interesting. Haven't found it that hard actually to do. So I thought I'd just sort of show you what I've ended up doing. So I've managed, we're going somewhere hot, of course, my high school friend and myself. So I've managed to fit in 2 hats because I love my hats. So I'm going to wear one hat on the plane. So that'll work. And then to make it easy, so trying to make it so you're not taking so much stuff, I'm going to wear a pair of jeans. And under that, I'm going to put a very light pair of capris so that I'll have them to wear when I'm there. So just kind of double up, because when we get there, you can, store everything there. I'm sure there's a dresser or whatever. And then just a really light, a short sleeve top for underneath. And then I'm just going to wear this shirt over top, which can double up. So I'm trying to show ways of utilizing like one shirt for several different ways of wearing it. So like this is a really like a linen type material, which is great for somewhere hot. And then I'll wear it on the plane because it's winter, of course, to keep me kind of warm till we get on the plane. And then just wear this over top, and then it can double up when I'm there to use as a little jacket for evening, or over top of my bathing suit if I want, over top of sundress, whatever. So I thought that was really cool to use. And then this scarf I'm going to wear on the plane with my jacket, so that, of course, if it's a cold day, then I'll actually have something around my neck. And then it's colorful, so it can double as well. It can double as a shawl for evening, or you can use it as a scarf with a plain top and just use it as a little scarf. So I've always taken this on every trip that I've made since I got it to somewhere hot, and it's been really, really handy. So that's kind of what I'm going to wear. And then, here's my jacket. So a very lightweight, because I'm not going to take my winter coat. We're traveling from my hometown. We're leaving, our flight leaves from my hometown, Brandon. And so I'm just bringing like what we used to call a swell jacket, windbreaker, I guess. And it's got a hood. It's got several pockets, and it's really lightweight. It can roll up really easy. I can wear it on the plane, and then if I'm walking in the airports, just tie it around my middle really easily. If you're too warm in the airports, or I can shove it in my bag because it's really light. So I thought I'm trying to give you some tips in case you go on a trip and show you how it worked out. So this is my carry-on bag, and this will be the one that goes up top. So it's the standard size. It's got lots of pouches here on the end. So in there, I've kind of fit like a few undergarments, bathing suit cover up, got an extra little top in there, On the outside, there's lots of pouches too. So in the one pouch, like and it's still fairly flat, so it's stuff that I can squish. So this is like actually a backpack, and it's very light nylon material. I got this at the Bentley store. So when we go walking and hiking, I can just put this, use it as a backpack. So that fits in there. It squishes down really, really good in there. And then just a pouch, plastic bag, tea bags, drinks that are mixes, like easy to mix up. I have like, energy drink. I have a calming drink from my health and wellness company that I love. Just taking some extra things to have in our Airbnb. So we're not always buying drinks, and I'm trying to have less sugar, so I'm taking those along. And then just a little pouch like for cleansing cloths, like just so easy, instead of wipes, because I don't think you can take wipes on the plane. And then I've got a little brush, it fits in the little pouch. My razor, like it all just fits in there so good. I'm amazed at how much stuff I can fit in here. And I think in here I've even got, oh yeah, I've got a little fan. This is like, you can put this, it's a travel fan. You can fit it around. I got this at CAA. It's a little fan that you can carry around. It's battery operated for when you're super hot. It works really good. I used it before when I went to a hot destination. So that's really cool, and that fits in there too, and it's very thin, so it works really well. And then this is actually just a little tiny little shopping bag. It fits in a bag, so when you pull it out, it's quite large. So that fits in there super easy too. So that doesn't take up much space. So that's kind of what's on the outside. And then I've got an extra, this is a laundry bag. I've thrown in like an extra bathing suit. I've got 2 bathing suits. So that's in there, and you've laid out really flat. And I've got, I think, an extra top or 2 in there, just really thin, light tops. I'm taking 2 pairs of plaza pants that could be like for evening, or like the really sort of linen-y type, summer cotton type pants that are nice to wear in the hot weather. So I've got a couple of those in here. I've got 3 pairs of shoes. 2 are like rubber or plastic shoes. One's like a flip-flop. One's a little sandal. It's got a tiny little bit of a heel that I could wear with a dress or not, or whatever. And then I've got my walking shoes. These are all like plastic shoes that can be worn on the beach. Plastic or rubber, I guess, is what you say. My Tevas are walking sandals that have like a strap. So they're all in here, and I use these little bags to put my shoes in, so that my shoes, kind of grungy to have your shoes just thrown in your bag. So if you want to fit extra little things in the side, you can. Like if I wanted to fit some undergarments in there, you could. So those kind of throw on the top flat. I put 1 shoe in each bag so that they're not doubled up really thick. You can lay it flat. Couple little light dresses. So I think I'm just taking 2 dresses and 1 skirt that actually is like a pair of shorts too. 1 pair of leggings that are really lightweight. So in case for evening or whatever, walking, if you're, that it's a little cooler, you have something to wear. They fit in. I'm taking a pair of jeans, but I thought I'd throw those in. And then, I guess I did put in 1 more dress. And then this is what's cool, these bags. These are the packing bags that I told you guys about. They call them packing cubes. So this is quite small, as you can see, but in there, I've managed to fit 6 tops. So they're really lightweight. I try to take, I went online searching. I've done this a few times, but I think it's only the second time I've just taken a carry-on. But tops that don't need ironing, like sort of nylon type material that are easy. Like here's another one that I might be able to throw in if I have room. Like they don't need to be ironed. They scrunch up really small and they're pretty handy. So anyways, that cube just fits on one side of my bag and it squishes down really good. And then in the other one, it's a bit bigger. This has got like my bathing suit, nightgowns, another little cover up top. I've got, this is a throw that I always take on my trips. And it's very bright colored. It's fun to wear in a hot destination. It can be used like, say you're, I don't know, walking on the beach and you think, oh, I want to sit down. You can't find any chairs. You just throw it down. So I'll probably keep this in my backpack. And you can also double it up. You can actually make a little dress out of it. You can make it into a skirt. You can use it as a shawl. You can use it as a scarf. It's really handy. So those are pretty cool. So those all fit in there. This all fits in my one carry-on. I'm just amazed at how much you can fit in here. And then in the corners, you can shove things like that you need, like your brushes, in the spaces of your bag to save space. And then this is like my hand soap and face soap. I bought a really gentle cleanser to use on my face. I researched it online, and it's not really actually a soap. It's actually a cleanser that is supposed to be really good for your face. So I'm going to use it as my overall soap so that I don't have to take a liquid soap, because we can't take big liquids, right? So that's kind of what I've got in that main bag. That's my bag that's going to go up top. And then this is my bag for my under my seat. So this would be the bag. It's called your personal item, right? So this would be instead of a purse. So I am going to take a little purse, but this is how big it is. And when I go on the plane, this will just go around my neck like this. And it's got my passport in here. Actually, I bought it at a market, and actually someone made this. It's beautiful. So it's really pretty. And then in the side, it's got a zipper where you can fit your bills, and there's another little zipper for coin. So in there, I've got my Gravol and I've got my money in there. And then there's another little pouch on the other side if you need for something else, like maybe a small lipstick or something. So that's going to go in the side of this bag here. There's a zippered place. It's got a nice little pouch, and it fits in there perfectly. So that worked out really good because it was just the right size. And then I will use that purse for out and about, like for evening, going out for dinner and stuff. And then I photocopied all of my information, all my bookings and my passport. I'll photocopy my travel insurance, my vaccination record. I've got emergency numbers for hospital if we need it, whatever. So I've got everything, our Airbnb reservation, our hotel reservations for when we get to Calgary. And then I just put it in one of these little plastic sleeves. And I'll photocopy all of this and give it to my husband so he has it here at home as well. So just so he knows where we're staying and where I'm at. And that fits in the side there. Then there's another little pouch on the outside that you could fit something in. I might just put my medications in there. And then another little pouch here that fits my curling iron. That just perfectly. And then in here I've got my extra hat. I've got another little bag that's just sort of incidentals, like my toothbrush. I've got deodorant stick. You know, those flossers, that sort of thing. I've got electrolytes that you add to your water in case you get overheated. I've got, what else in here? Dry shampoo. Just a bunch of stuff that isn't liquids that can just fit on the top there. So that worked out really good. And then this is my bag for my 100 mLs. So in here, of course, you know, we can't take the big bottles of anything. So tiny little travel hairspray. I've got sunblock for my face. When we get there, we're going to buy I'm very fussy about the one that I put on my face. So it's a 50 SPF. So that is going to go in my liquid bag. And I've got some, very fussy about what shampoo I use. So that was a must. And my Hydrosol for my face, my toner. I've got hand lotion. I've got hair cream. I've got lots of stuff in here. Hand sanitizer I've got in here. What else have I got in here? I've got a sunburn spray. Like, I can't believe all the stuff I fit in here. Yeah, so I've got concealer and mascara. So that should all fit in there. And that's the size of bag that they said to use. I got this from the Brandon Airport. So they can't make me dump it. Yeah, so I got that. And then I've got, there's little pouches here. I don't know if you can see it, but for a little hand mirror. And what else? There's some extra pouches. I don't even have anything. A couple pairs of socks. Not that I'll wear socks, but got to have some socks just in case. We can do laundry in our place, so I'm just taking 7 outfits. And then if we need to wash stuff, then you can. So this is my chargers for my phone, for my iPad. I've got a headset in here, an extra battery pack that'll be charged up. So it fits in that nice little plastic bag, and that just fits down at the bottom, so which is nice. Lots of room. I've got an extra bathing suit in here. Like I said, my hat is fitting in there. And inside, I've shoved my bathing suit. I've got a pair of flip-flop sandals and one very light little outfit. And I'll probably put some undergarments in there too, just in case one bag gets misplaced. Who knows, right? That you actually have something to wear. But when they're both carry-ons, the chances of losing it are probably unlikely. And then my iPad will go in there, and my brushes for my hair. So not taking a hair blower because there'll be one in the place, but I am going to take my flat iron just in case. I don't have much hair anymore, so I don't even know if I really need that. But if I have room, I'll put it in. So yeah, so anyways, when I did this 2 weeks ago, I had like 300 views on it. So I thought, I'm going to do an update. So this will probably be my last one about this. We're not leaving for a few weeks. But anyways, thank you for watching. I didn't really check to see if there was any comments, but if you did, thank you. You know, say hi back. But thanks for watching, and I hope it was helpful to somebody else that's going on a hot trip somewhere. Anyways, take care and have a good night. Bye now.